Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We are here for another Top 8.
Talk about viral. This format has gone mad all over the internet. You're asking for them and we're delivering them. And today it's a very special one.
It's a very special one because today is Gianfranco Zola's birthday and we are going to use that as an excuse to talk about my favourite moments for him and Jack's favourite moments. What I want you to do though, before you watch this video, have a little think, see if your moments match ours, because there's so many to choose from.
There's too many.
So we've gone for a top 8. Let's see how many of them overlap. And if we don't mention yours, comment below, let us know.
Okay, coming in at number 8 is Gianfranco Zola twisting up Jamie Carragher. Now, if you look up humiliation in the English dictionary, I'm pretty sure you'll see a picture of Jamie Carragher sat on his backside.
Do you know what, Jack? I couldn't disagree more. I actually think that there's no shame. If you're going to get twisted up by anybody,
make it be Franco.
It might as well be Gianfranco Zola. I don't think there's any shame in this. I understand where you're coming from, but if I was a professional football player, I would take it as an honour. There's certain players who can twist you up and other players who can't. And let's face it, anyone who may laugh at Jamie Carragher for that instance would also get twisted.
Jamie Carragher is dining out on that story. We all know it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the highlights of his career.
It's going in, number 8.
Number 7. Now, anyone who watches this channel regularly will know that I was going to put this one in there. It's a goal against Tottenham. There's no danger of that one making it, was there? But not only was it a good goal, it was a magnificent goal and it was against Spurs. What more could you ask for? Jack, talk us through it.
Well, you know, it's always going to be danger country when Zola's picking up the ball, edge of the box, free kick country. He had such a good free kick on him, didn't he, as well? And it just goes like an absolute textbook. A looper, I think they call it in the trade. A looper straight into the top corner, and Tottenham goalie had no chance.
Yeah, 2 keepers wouldn't have saved that.
Right, coming in at number 6, it's not a goal, it's not a dribble, it's an assist this time, and what an assist it is. It's first game of the season, and there's a lovely little scoop, I think you'd call it, over to Gus Poyet, who, to be fair to him, produced an absolute sublime scissor kick.
Yeah, it was an incredible goal. It was more like a karate kick. He was like Danielson. But it really was a great goal. But I think talking about this just is a great reminder into how magnificent a football player Gianfranco Zola was. Most people who played in his position, you'd be talking about their goals, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd do a top 8 of goals that they've scored.
You would.
Not this guy. We're talking, one of them we mentioned already was a dribble. The next one that we're mentioning is a scoop assist. He really did have it all, didn't he? He's so good. And yeah, this was a highlight. We really did start the season on a high, largely due to this assist. Right, now this one reminds me of my youth. I remember going out to Norwich, we went over there and we drew 0-0 in the Cup. We were so disappointed. We had such a rich history in the Cup. And this game was now finally balanced. Chelsea versus Norwich, we were away, we got a 0-0. They're coming back, they're buoyed by their 0-0. The game was tight. Not when Gianfranco Zola is around. What a goal. You all know the one that I'm, of course, referring to. It was a back heel. Jack, I'm going to let you take over.
Right, well, we all know what it is. You all know what I'm going to say. It's one of the most iconic goals of the last 20 years, probably, at Chelsea. And we'll take you through it. Picture the scene. I think it was Graham Lasso taking an in-swinger corner, whips it in. Franco Zola makes a little darting run to the front post. A lovely little flick back heel, just like that. Next thing you know, Chelsea through to the next round. Go on, Franco.
This one rhymes. It's number 4 and it's Dennis Irwin on the floor. This one really did fill me with joy. We were playing Manchester United. This is the Manchester United at the time. They were in the midst of their pomp. They really were the team to beat and they used to beat everybody. We tried hardest. They did get some excellent results against us and the 1994 FA Cup final defeat was still fresh in our minds. Didn't matter to Gianfranco. He got hold of the ball. This is very early in the game. I think we're 2 or 3 minutes in. He ran down the Manchester United left, cut in. The shed wasn't even in existence. The ground was being redeveloped. He cut in. He left Dennis Irwin. Dennis Irwin left the ground. I think he had to buy a ticket to get back in. And he beat the keeper near post with his left foot strike. It was a delight to be there. I remember being at the game and I was shivering. That's how cold it was that day. That's my sort of overriding memory.
Shivering from the weather or shivering from Zola's brilliance?
From watching the brilliance, but also from the temperature. It really was a fantastic goal, wasn't it?
It was raw, and I can't top that.
Number 3. Now, if I had my own way, this would be number 1. I loved this goal so much. East versus West London. It's Chelsea versus West Ham. It means so much to so many. It was, they came down in number. I remember they had a lot of fans there that day, and I think it was Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes picks the ball up, centre circle. Gianfranco Zola makes a run. Julian Dix, their hard man centre left back, was tracking him. Zola makes a run. Mark Hughes plays a peach of a ball. there's a bit of a race on. Zola versus...
Who's going to win
Zola
that race,
versus
boys
Dix.
and girls?
Zola-
Have you ever seen a picture of Julian Dix? I'm sure the magic of our editor, ping, 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 wherever it is.
Yeah.
He's never winning that race.
No, it's absolutely not. But what some people may suggest he would win would be the muscle, the fight, which is what it became. It became a bit of a tussle.
A tussle, yeah.
Became a tussle. Zola obviously comes out on top.
Another thing about Zola, he underestimated this low centre of gravity,
solid.
strength. You ain't knocking that guy off the ball.
No, far too strong. And had a real fight to his game as well. Really did have the passion and the fight for it. Absolutely. So anyway, gets there before Dix. There's a bit of a tussle. Then Julian Dix is the hard man. You know, he's the English archetypal left back. He's going to smash through Zola. That's what we're all expecting. Wasn't to be. Zola takes him one way. Zola takes him the other way. He then takes him the other way again and then pings it past the keeper. It was a magnificent thing and it gave voice to what is my favourite ever football song, which is... And if you want to know about taking the piss, go down to West Ham and ask Julian Dix about Zola. La 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 Zola. Right, number 2, we're down to the nitty-gritty. Now, I'm sure that Gianfranco Zola won't mind if I take a moment out of this homage to him and just pay my respects to Dennis Wise, because this goal owes as much to Wise as it does to Gianfranco Zola. This is, for me, one of the best assists ever.
Yeah.
I think it's up there. For me, I think it's up there with Joe Cole played one at Valencia. I remember Joe Cole played this assist for Drogba away at Valencia. That's also up there. But the way that Zola, Dennis Wise spots Zola's run, plays it through to allow Zola to release onto the ball. I think it was his first touch. He just come on and pinged it. Wasn't it great?
Amazing. I mean, picture the scene. Zola's just come on the pitch. We don't even think he touched the ball at this point. It makes an intelligent run, as he always did. Dennis Wise, with the vision that he had, looked up, pinged it through. Zola's run through. Not even the first touch, was it? Just let the ball sort of run across his body, and then he absolutely lashes it first time into the goal. And we won a European trophy for the first time in ages. It really was a wonderful moment. Right, picture the scene. I was tiny, even smaller than I am today. I knew how that was going to go. As I say, I was tiny, and I remember wearing a yellow kit, and I went with my stepdad to Highbury. Chelsea were playing in an FA Cup semi-final, which at the time was, for me, as big as it could get. It really was a time, and we hoped, we'd been so disappointed in previous years, but we hoped that we could win it. I remember going to Highbury, and I was so impressed, because I was in the North Bank, they had cushioned seats. I'd never seen anything like it. I was used to sitting on the benches. They had cushioned seats in the North Bank, and... we were playing Wimbledon, and my overriding memory of the day is the Chelsea takeover of Highbury. Chelsea fans were everywhere that day. Wimbledon obviously weren't the biggest supported club in the capital, but they didn't even have a full end. Chelsea really did take over, and it was that day that I saw one of the most magnificent goals, not only that a Chelsea fan has ever seen, but that the world of football has ever seen. Yeah, and I think it was that match, wasn't it, Raw, that cemented in most Chelsea fans' eyes of the time. This could be our year that we actually go and
suddenly believe that we could do it. In
our lifetime, we'd gone through the heartache, as you mentioned before, of the crushing defeat in '94. And this is a few years later, we were a couple of years older, and we started to believe that maybe in our lifetime, we could lift something as precious as the FA Cup. And this goal really, is so good. I mean, the FA Cup is grateful to have a goal like this in its competition. Gianfranco Zola absolutely makes a mug of, I think it was Chris Perry, the old Wimbledon centre-back. It's the edge of the area, the ball comes into him, quick as a flash. He sort of manages to backheel it away from the defender, and then within the same sort of sweeping motion, turn around and strike in a lovely shot from the edge of the area. And it really was just sort of different grade.
It was unbelievable. Nobody knew what had happened. Everybody was so baffled by what they'd seen. I remember going home and I had it on video, and I was sort of recording it and pausing it, just trying to see the mechanics of what was going on. It really, really was magnificent. Do you know what I've just realised doing this top 8, which is our new thing? Doing this top 8, Gianfranco Zola is responsible. So in the FA Cup's rich history, the amazing tapestry of the FA Cup, Gianfranco Zola, the man, one geezer, has scored a couple of goals that would probably be in a top 10. He's in the Hall of Fame without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, for me, it probably goes the top 3 FA Cup goals of all time. Now let's be generous. The top 5 would probably be something like Di Matteo, number 1. Then we'll have these 2 Zola goals we've just been talking about. Yeah, and maybe we'll throw in a Didier Cup final goal. Why not? Yeah, and a Frank Lampard left foot against Everton in the FA Cup final. Yeah, and I was just going to say, just in terms of being rounded,
we'll give a nod to Ronnie Rashford as well.
Ronnie Rashford, absolutely. And do you know what? If we're actually going to play this game and just, do you know what was a really good goal? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it was. Do you remember Trevor Sinclair did a bicycle kick?
One of the
I
best
think it was
bicycle
against
kicks
Barnsley
of all time.
from outside the box,
edge of the area.
Yeah, Trevor Sinclair playing for QPR did one for Barnsley.
Never seen that repeated.
But he didn't make the top 5. Unlucky.
Trev, if you'd have played for Chelsea, you might have had a chance.
Right, I suppose that wraps it up. That is our that's our top 8. There's our top 8. Let us know, does that match yours? And if it doesn't, what have we left off? Let us know where we went wrong. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button. And if you enjoy these top 8, do us a favour and give it a like. Go on, you please. Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. I'm joined by Charlie, the Hurricane Skiller from the Mail Online, for this week's Backpage Blues. Charlie, the only place to start is Batshuayi. We are going to make a multi-million-pound signing.